Brings you up to date. We're hearing very unconfirmed reports of Philippe Coutinho set to join Barcelona for £142 million. It comes from Jason Bird in the Daily Telegraph. He didn't travel to Dubai, remember, with the squad for some warm weather training today. One of a number of first-team players who didn't go, but Coutinho was one of those absentees. Norwich, one change from the side of it. Is that news unwanted but almost inevitable?
I think it is. It's hard to get my head around at this particular time what Philippe is going to gain, because you can't play Champions League football, Jeff. They're running away with the league. He's got the World Cup at the end of it. You would think he would... Will he play regular every week in Barcelona? I'm not too sure. That's why I'm thinking this will come for him. I think part of me was hoping that this would have got done now and he will go there in the summer and then he's going to get his wish. You can understand. It's a fantastic deal, by the way. If it's 140 million, it is quite astonishing money. It'll be money more than welcome. And it'll give... It
is, but Tom, it's one step forward and one step back, isn't it? I mean, you firm up the defence with Virgil van Dijk, but then you lose your star attacker, your star player, probably.
We've got a few stars, but I know where you're coming from.
Yeah, but he is the star. Come on, I know you've got a few stars, but he is the one.
He is so influential, and he just, as you've seen recently, he's been the captain of the side. That's the trust that the manager has in him, and you just look at it now with the players, Suarez going, Sterling moving on. These players seem to get to those positions. It'll be a big letdown, as I explained when we were talking earlier on. Adam Lallana's coming back to fitness, which helps. Maybe that had a little bit of a reason why they've done it. They brought in Van Dijk, which you say that's great, but then it's also in the back of your mind, are we getting a little bit of good news coupled with somebody who's going to...
The acid test now for the ownership, isn't it, is if they reinvest that money or some of it and do it now.
Well, absolutely, if the right players are there, because I don't want them just to dive in there and you're going to get some strange name who you're not. You need quality, and it's got to be, you've got to invest it in quality, because otherwise, why are we going? You're losing somebody of such importance to the side, and then you're going to get a player for, 25 million, which doesn't get you a lot these days. So,
but their record in the transfer market, particularly with offensive players, has been excellent.
Absolutely, and they've been great. But it depends. Not a lot of the top teams like going in the markets in the January. We do need to reinvest it. If the right players are there, and I do stress the right players, we have to get them, because we've lost that one. We always had Adam Lallana coming back to fitness, being able to come back into this side, which gives you added, but then you lose Coutinho. I must admit, I do scratch my head wondering, Philippe is going there, it's a fantastic football club, but what on a footballing terms at the moment, can't play in the Champions League.
And they kept him during the summer. They held him to his contract during the summer. Why, bearing in mind your last 16 in the Champions League with a terrific draw, why did they not continue that stance?
That's what I'm saying, is that he could have carried on. And he could have been playing in the Champions League. We've got a good draw, so you'd like to think, and the second leg at home, so you'd like to think there's a good chance of us in the next round. You'd never know what might happen. So it's a fantastic opportunity for him to play every week, to play at the highest level in the Champions League with Liverpool. Can't play it with Barcelona. Will he play every week? And you've got the World Cup coming up at the end of the season for him. So I do scratch my head wondering exactly what it is, but 142 million. But I think that would have come at the end of the season anyway.
OK. One other piece of FA Cup news just coming in. It was a good day for Newcastle.